And now we play the waiting game. In the meantime, I suppose I shall put some music in the background. Apparently something broke. How fun. Oh, jeez. There we go. That was weird. Wait, hello.
Hello.
Wait, hello.
Hello.
Well, shalom there.
Wait,
How's it going, bits?
It's going.
Just going?
It's going. It's going. And hopefully soon we'll be gone.
Mm. Fair enough.
How are you, Madid?
That
Yeah.
answer was verging on the pessimist side there, Lee.
Maybe.
What the heck?
Yeah, Liam's still looking at feats. It's because as I think I remember telling you, I've had a bit of a hectic fucking week, and it's continued on to this week.
Yeah, the problems of yesterday are the problems of tomorrow.
But I've officially got my stuff sorted, and I've just paid my car off, so that's now fully off my mind to a degree.
That's good.
So yeah, because I did have a little look during the week, but not as much. I haven't really invested as much as I should have.
That's fine. Life always takes precedence.
Yep. But I do have a slight thing that I've seen that I like more than the other things. I'm probably going to go with a feat.
I assumed that was the problem you were having, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, an ability score increase is always one of those where it's like, it's good if you need it. But, I mean...
Which I found something I like slightly more, which I don't know why I didn't consider this.
I mean, honestly,
I didn't consider it.
Honestly, with the stats we started with, you don't necessarily need to do an ASI right away.
No.
We're already ahead of the curve.
Yes. But I can see literally 3 negatives out of all of your scores combined. And that's it. Everything else... Yeah. Everyone but Varnex has a negative, and even then, he doesn't have like a massive. Whereas most of you have like near
Check my dex
max.
Now. Check my dex.
Oh yeah, but it's not like near max like theirs are. Like, Carrick has a 20 in something, Hulfir has a 19 in something.
I've got 19 dex.
You do? I might have to update a thing then.
I got to level up.
Oh, you used it on... Right. Yes, that makes sense.
I put it all in dex.
That is
What
fair.
feat are you thinking about, Connor?
I'm gonna probably go with Heavy Armor Master.
Okay.
Which I can probably guess. Which you can probably guess why.
Donkey boy.
I'm just reading up on the feat. I forget what it gives you.
I remember once when I had to choose feats for an old character, I chose dual wielding, and later on Kieran was like, "That's shit." Like right after I chose it.
Choose better. So whatever you want. Although
Not a bad feat. Is your strength already 20?
No.
It's not? No, yeah, it's definitely not. It is definitely worth it.
Yeah.
What are you at, like a 19?
My strength will be now turning to a 17.
Oh, okay.
As Lee said, I had a 20, but
No,
you can
I
probably
was
guess what it's in.
I was talking about your other scores. Scorer.
Yeah, which I was just saying to Jeff, I bet he can probably guess what it's on.
Probably con.
You'd be surprised. It's
I was
not.
gonna say you'd think, but
It's on Dex.
Yeah, that's the only. You mean you're a fighter? That's the only other. That's like those are the 3 scores you have to worry about.
Yep, pretty much.
you could be dumb as a
Unless you're
brick
going-
if you can take a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're going Eldritch Knight, then you want to put some into intelligence.
Mm.
Yeah, but nah. Yeah. Yeah, I've decided heavy armor master, and that is because it's going to be quite juicy being a frontliner who takes 3 less who takes 3 less damage from non-magical attacks that are
Not
in the
to
form of
mention-
bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
All the other reductions, I'm pretty sure you either have or will eventually have.
Yeah.
So
Having
he's
that
still
added
well-
on top.
You literally
Yep, it's pretty-
just have to go 1 part barbarian and get rage, and then you're basically set.
Pretty much.
I almost wish
Which-
that resistance though for heavy armor master was just like a little stronger. Like maybe if it was changed to like a reaction thing to give you resistance or something.
Mm.
Mm.
-3. I mean, -3 is really nice at these low levels, but later on, -3
Yeah.
is like nothing.
Yeah, but I think with the class option I have, there's a few things which I get addition to, well, being what I am, so it kind of
Right.
will stack, which will be quite nice. Okay.
Yeah, if you're building it around it and like kind of building up damage reductions and resistances, you can definitely make it work.
Yeah, because I've also got the tough feat as well, because as I'm a human,
Yeah.
I got a feat as well, which tough was was the first feat which I took, which came with being a human. So
Tough's good.
I get pretty much double health, and Lee did highlight that my health is abnormally high for the level I am. So
Yeah, it is high.
Because I mean, you're literally level 4 and you have nearly 20 extra health. Like,
pretty much,
You're probably flirting around the 60 mark.
yeah,
Yeah.
very much so. Plus, on top of that,
just to make sure, everyone has tagged themselves as level 4, by the way, right?
yes.
Well, I've just did that for you, so no, you weren't.
Wait, oh, what?
You weren't. You were at level 3 for some reason.
Oh, okay. I thought against you. Sorry, man.
No, that's fine. I was just double checking because I know, obviously, in spellcasting sense,
Yeah.
and in some like racials and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
gotta make sure you're all tasty.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Are we all leveled up to the point of beating an earth elemental?
No.
Yeah, we can handle it. Yeah, I mean, basic Earth Elemental probably, but whatever Lee has done to this thing, probably not.
Yeah, you'll probably be fine though.
It's all about it's all about action economy of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Do
And
you
I
have
mean,
plot armor?
there is a gimmick with this fight as well. I'll let you guess where that gimmick comes from.
Not obvious at all.
Yeah, no, you couldn't figure it out. I'm a master of puzzles, and this one you will never solve unless you
Who
die.
cares Who cares about gimmicks? We're just gonna brute force this thing.
I'm the master of puzzles with a voice that sounds like you should be in the Saw films.
Dun, 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 dun.
Mozzie.
Where is our dear Mozilla Firefox? Oh, speak of the devil. Oh my god.
Speak his name and he
That
shall
was-
appear.
That was
That was scary.
that was
That was
evil
scary.
timing.
What?
Mosey,
Well,
I literally said, "Where is our dear Mozilla Firefox?" and then you appeared.
Whether
You appeared.
whether you realize it or not, Mosey, this was not your own will.
You were summoned by the
You were
gods.
summoned, my guy.
Right.
Man.
Before anything else, firstly, everyone roll your d20s. Mosey, I don't know if you've had any opportunity to level up, but you have to level up. Yeah. I'm pretty sure all it is a feat or an ability score increase. So you take your pick. Do it through the session if you want. There will be enough time in between turns.
Yeah.
I should say the only thing is you should be getting another spell and another cantrip as a sorcerer. You going along that line.
Yeah. Just give me a second. I'll just
Let me quickly
get
tag.
everything in order.
You are set as 4. Good.
Sorry.
No, don't worry. Like I said to Connor, until the game air quote started, he hadn't had a set concept for what feat he wanted. So life comes first. Like you got shit going on.
Well, and also let's also be honest here. I've been playing with 3 out of the 4 of you for years now.
Yes.
This would be the earliest session start we've ever had.
Yes.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Level 4.
Even when it was the fact that you literally set the session like an hour earlier than it is currently.
And we still just about started on what should be normal time.
Okay, let's see. Do I need another component?
Wait, what?
I saw Varnek say BRB first, but I was looking at Discord at the same time. My brain registered as the bot saying BRB for whatever reason.
Music bot will be right back.
He will be right back.
Lee,
That is my name.
is my mind going slightly crazy?
Probably, yes. Next question, please.
Because the thing is, has ability score improvement always been on 4th, 6th, and 8th?
You're a fighter.
Fighters get 6.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's.
Fighters get more ASIs than anyone else.
I assume it's mostly because everyone else gets extra abilities and crap at the same levels.
Yeah, everyone else gets reality altering things. Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. I'm not going crazy then. Fair enough. I thought, hold up. Don't we normally get something different at 6? And then it's like, is it a 2 of a fire? So I thought I'd just double check. Right, I'm also going to go collect my food, but I will have my headphones on, so I'll still be listening.
Nice.
Be
Because
right back.
Mosey, you are recapping, my dude. Also, enjoy yourself an
Yes.
inspiration. If you have it, you can give it or keep it till the end of the session.
Yeah, sure. But let's wait for them to come back.
Oh no, he's still listening. He has a wireless headset.
But no, I know. But Jake.
He's back.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So, last time on D&D, I did a thing and we went inside a pillar. What exactly did I do? I just sliced my hand open because fuck it. I'm bad
Like an
like
ego
that.
you put yourself.
Yeah. And we went inside the thing. We explored a little bit. Saw a gelatinous cube just foraging for mushrooms, which was cool.
Hmm.
Then we kept going a bit inside and we saw like a small machine, like a drone with one eye, who was really annoying. Asked it a few questions and he said like, if you go in, you're gonna have a big fight, and if you don't, not in the club, you're probably going to be smashed to bits. And we went in, and I feel that we are indeed going to be smashed to bits. There's also a thing here in the middle, which is, I forgot the name.
It is the scales of Weal and Woe.
Yes, the scales of Scales. Scales. And we need to see what's going on. Is this guy gonna attack us? Or we will need to solve the puzzle? Who knows? Is this a TPK? Maybe. Yeah.
That's
I vote for TPK.
Okay. Then should I level up or just
do it anyway. You never know. That one extra HP might help.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen a TPK. Let's do it.
I don't actually think, other than for like a large handful of years, I've actually done a full TPK. I've killed like maybe 2 players at once, without someone being revived. Technically 3 in that instance, in the same event, but not a full TPK in a long time. So maybe today is an exception.
Jeff, do you have any healing spells?
Yep.
Okay.
Do any of you
I
have?
just gotta touch you for it
Oh.
because I don't have healing word prepared, so I gotta cure wounds. Wait. Okay, good. Oh, for the love of God, I thought I unprepared cure wounds.
Just to check as well, obviously everyone's health is currently at max. Have you all put yourself to long rest standards?
I'm going to. I see that I have missing spell slots on the do. Is that?
Yes.
Minus 1 spell slot that I use for Pass Without a Trace, but yeah.
Okay, voids.
I'm gonna
Total spell list.
tinker with each of your sheets for a sec, starting with you, Jeff.
No, I do not consent.
That's a shame because it is for your best interest.
Okay.
So on the bottom,
Schmilly.
along the right hand side, underneath your floors, for you anyway, Jeff, at the moment, and for everybody else inevitably, will be the short and long rest buttons.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, buddy, convenience. There you go. You now have it too, my dear Mozo. And you
Nice.
also now have it.
I can see him.
Yeah. And Connor, though he's air quotes here, you also now have it. Boop. Now everybody that has the button.
Also, Lee,
Yes,
whenever I do a roll, it always spits out 2 figures.
that's fine.
You know how to set that back to just the 1?
Hold on.
Are you set to always roll advantage?
He is.
I think that's what it
indeed.
is. I don't know how to change it back.
There you go. It's now available in the middle.
Ah, there they are. Thank you.
No
Just let me
problem.
double check.
It'll do it, don't worry.
Yeah, that's done it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm here and I'm ready.
Hey ho.
And I have been listening.
Oh no, he's been listening.
Apart from the last part, I did kind of not hear because I was having a 2-way conversation.
You 2-timing us, I see.
Yeah,
Mhm.
parents.
So, with Mosey's recap, we will begin session with. At the end of it, you all climbed up to the platform in the middle. You can see the scales of Weal and Woe. As you each kind of look around the rocks that have formed together to create the earth elemental that's standing just beside you, its stony fists cracking a little as it's squeezing, as if it's preparing its fists. It stands ready. It doesn't look like it's acting just yet, but it's currently looking toward the scales, and the scales are currently remaining loosely animated. The faces of Weal and Woe are both looking at their scales, empty at the moment except for one feather, keeping them perfectly balanced. What?
1 feather on either side.
Yes. Both white, pure as a lovely diamond. What would you guys like to do?
Did I do like a general intelligence check? Maybe learn more about the girls in front of us, because that seems to be the gimmick.
Yeah, just General intelligence. Do you have proficiency with Arcana?
No.
Okay, general intelligence then. Needless to say, it's not a normal magical item. The best you can give at the moment with what knowledge you have is that it's probably an artifact of some kind, something that's considered nigh indestructible, and that's about as best as you can give to everyone at the moment.
So the object is basically indestructible.
Nigh indestructible. It can be destroyed, it's just it will take great effort. It seems to be the centerpiece at the moment.
So does the elemental, is it just staring and not moving currently?
As of the moment,
At the
it looks... the body itself, technically speaking, is only tethered to the ground by loose amounts of rocks that are forming a semi-like tail appendage that then links to the main body that's hovering. But it, at the moment, is just looking toward the scales and it's waiting for something.
If you all can make sure that thing doesn't move, just cover me 10 minutes or so. I can discern what kind of magic, because clearly this thing is magical. What kind of magic surrounds us?
It doesn't look like that thing wants to really fight just yet. Oh, which is quite nice, because preferably we somewhat had our ass kicked back there, so I want a little bit of a rest before I somewhat get my ass kicked again, but I'm feeling quite good. And Garrick says that as he starts to sort of like click his shoulders and just roll his shoulders back and forth, just readying himself.
If that thing makes a move, go ahead and interrupt my ritual, it's fine, but I need 10 minutes.
Let's see what I can do for you, mate.
So, as long as nothing happens, I would like to ritual cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So, as
Give me that, school.
you spend the time... Okay, first and foremost, I have the very interesting dynamic with Identify as well, to be honest. Where I'll give you more details than what's just on the spell with the Detect Magic. It will more be loosely flavor stuff, but as the spell pushes out in the radius around you, and you look around, you look at the scales. Firstly, you notice the ground beneath it, specifically that area is currently radiating just a general aura of magical presence. It's invisible to everyone else's eye, but since you currently have that, you notice it's beaming upward, as if it's...
And it's coming from like the diamond shaped
along the ground, yeah. The scales themselves are emanating quite literally every single school of magic. You're getting primarily necromantic from the right side and divination from the left.
Sensory. There's too much going on. Something with the ground around the scales. Is the ground itself giving off any like distinct kind of magic, or is it that same like just kind of everything?
The ground itself seems to be just emanating pure magic that you're able to see because you've cast the spell. It's the scales itself that's casting every school of magic. Specifically around the diamond's border, around that, quite literally this exact area is where magic's coming out of. You assume that's because the scales themselves have activated and possibly formed maybe a kind of barrier or protection of some kind. But at the minute it looks just like a primary source of natural magic that's pooling out from the very earth.
there's a lot of magic coming out of the ground, and the diamond, like the diamond, this is visible to us. Just the indentations on the ground right here.
Yeah,
This shape. So yeah, I will point out the diamond. There's magic coming from that border there, and the scales themselves, they're showing signs of. I kind of look to soul, every kind of magic, but the left more so divination, the right more so necromantic. Dealing with two very different forces here, forces that look to the future and those that, well, kill. Oh, my pass without trace is gone too, says I just cast detect magic.
Mm.
Not that we need it anymore anyway.
No. I mean, if there was a rogue in the party, it might be a different story, but...
So, do you have any insights into what this thing is?
Can I try to roll something to see if I might know anything about it?
You can roll an Arcana or a Religion.
I mean, would that help me in any way?
That would. So, I would say specifically the studies you've done relating to the core itself, the pentacle in your hand, or in your bag, wherever you so have it, at one point you would have come across knowledge that similar artifacts with a degree of mostly understated potential were locked away a long time ago, and there was notes of similar orbs that were kept during the last world, but were long since tucked away in different pocket dimensions and the like. For the most part, you assumed it to be, just talk and myth and legend and the like. You didn't fully dismiss it, of course, because, I mean, you had a living legend in your hand that you didn't know about fully. But you did come across from time to time notes about specific instruments, powerful artifacts that were crafted to mask or keep under lock such instruments. Typically, those said instruments had a degree of either sentience, so like for example it would be an earth elemental like this one that would be holding it with its person, or there would be an item constructed specifically to stop anyone from being able to connect with it, or attune to it, as to be more specific. But this instrument specifically, the scales, not that you've heard of. It seems like this is just one of the many artifacts that were forged to keep something sealed. But given that it fits around your reading, it could be that there's a similar artifact to your core inside of it. And there's your law.
Okay. So of course I'm going to tell that to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't quite understand.
Same here,
Mm.
but you know.
Carrick's gonna do a thing. Yeah, Liam's gonna do a thing, but
What are you trying to discern?
Eric's just looking at the scales. You see him squinting, wipes a bit of sweat from across his forehead, and he just looks at the others and he just goes, "Don't know about you guys. It's probably the biggest pair of scales I've ever seen."
Yes, they are
Okay.
pretty big.
This is going to sound a bit meta, but we, the players, we can see the health bar above the scales, 5 out of 10.
They're not.
Yeah, that's the weight.
That's the weight on each scale.
Those are the weights on each scale.
Mhm.
Okay, got it.
They're currently perfectly balanced between each other.
So, clearly,
I
clearly something will happen if one weighed heavier than the other. If the right scale had more weight, would we deal with more undead or necromancy stuff? Or if the right was heavier, would we deal with more like holy damage enemies? I don't know.
Before I answer that, Lee, that magic that I was sensing. I mean, technically, my detect magic is still up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it lasts for up to 10 minutes.
Yep.
Is it familiar feeling like it was back when we were first discovered that first discovered that temple that we were sitting on?
As of the moment, there is a faint feeling when you look toward the scales. If you had the chance to dull some of the magic that's just beaming out from it, you might be able to focus in on where that feeling is coming from, but at the minute it's lost. It's almost like you're in a theatre and there's just such a loud song going on. You can't find that one voice in the crowd that your ears just perk up to the most. It's lost within the noise. But somewhere within the scales, lost within those schools of magic, it is radiating with you. Very quietly.
And this is all part of, I don't know, sealing the punished. I'm assuming. And I look at Soul, based on what you have said. I'm gonna walk up to it. Kind of push past Varnix and Carrick. And I'm gonna cross the threshold as long as I'm able to, of that kind of magical diamond shape.
Mm-hmm. As you...
Activates the boss fight.
Oh, I really want to say that's the case, but it's not. As you cross what you see as a border of magic just emanating upwards, for a moment there is this shiver that runs all through your body, going upwards. But as you cross the barrier, you kind of close your eyes for a second just out of reflex, but you step through unhindered. What do you do?
Just a slight little grin kind of creeps across my face.
You...
A nervous giggle escapes as I step a little bit closer to these scales.
You feel a strange attraction to it, but it's not just your own curiosity and your wanting. There's something deep within that's also getting excited as you get closer. What do you do?
If it wants to be balanced, then I shall unbalance it. I'm going to try to take the feather from the left side.
Okay. As you lean closer and you reach and you take a grasp of the feather, immediately you see the face of Weal. The eyes turn and look toward you in the corner of their vision. You see the mouth slowly open up and you hear almost a wondrous harpy's song start to emit. Everyone roll initiative, please, as the elemental gets ready to kill you all.
There was no way we're getting around that.
Nope.
Oh shoot, you haven't pulled up initiative yet. My bad.
Oh shit. Don't worry.
Hopefully it
I'll,
should still show up. It should.
Oh,
still
that's fine.
show
I'll add you anyway. That was my bad.
up. No, you're
Oh,
good.
there we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should automatically.
Ah,
bring in
fuck.
Regardless.
No, I just had to watch
Does the feather budge at all when I grab it? By the way.
Yeah, yeah. It is just exactly a feather. You take it off very quickly. Do you actually take the feather, or do you just try to...
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking it off. Yeah. Absolutely. Sorry.
Okay, nice. As you do take it off, there's a slight bit of evocation magic tipped across the feather itself. Because you have detect magic.
I won't have detect magic long because
Mhm.
I cast another concentration spell.
Okay, is that... Oh yeah, Brick. Brick is just kind of was kind of like following you guys because he was like, oh god, I don't want these people to get hurt because of stupid people, and then it's like, oh, where the fuck are we? And now he's here.
He's in way over his head, not
Oh, yeah.
quite sure how he got here.
And he can't even communicate. Guys, how do I go home? So, as combat begins, the bird song emanates outward from Weal. Everyone,
Is it a language at all?
no, it's literally
Or
a
is it
song.
Okay.
Just singing.
I
Sorry.
didn't know if it was lyrical or not.
No. Everyone, make me a charisma check.
Charisma check. Oh shoot. Okay. Thanks.
Oh,
You're welcome.
General charisma.
Yes. So charisma.
Ah, fuck!
Oh god.
Oh my
Wait,
Come on!
I have to roll charisma as well.
Yes, everybody.
Just straight charisma or saving?
Straight charisma.
You know what? I think I'm gonna spend my inspiration and re-roll that at advantage
You
because
know,
I
I'm gonna
don't.
do the same.
I don't trust this.
I'm doing the
Okay,
same.
good. Okay. So everyone except for our poor dear Mosey. So as the song emanates outward, each of you that failed, also known as Mosey, you are drawn 15 feet forward.
Mm,
So you are drawn right beside Helfit, and you will lose your reaction
Oh, that sucks.
as well.
mm,
As well, during your turn, should you not perform something beneficial for your allies, you will fall unconscious. You will still have your HP, you will just be unconscious as if you were asleep.
wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fucking good thing I just remembered I took a feat.
That's a good feat to take too.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Um,
No, wait. If only I failed. No, never mind.
No,
Ah,
yeah.
fuck.
If only we were a level higher, I could dispel magic on you. But
So, yeah,
I died.
during your turn must be, in one action or another, spent giving something beneficial to those around you. It doesn't matter what, as long as it gives them some kind of statistical or positive. If you do not, you will fall unconscious.
So I have to like even say something.
So it's kind of like you have to use something in your repertoire. So in your case,
Something
it's
in my
something
repertoire.
magical, I imagine, or give the help action, for example.
Some form of utility.
Nah, every turn.
Nope.
Just the one turn.
Just your next turn.
Just one turn. Just
Mhm.
next turn. Okay, sure.
so basically, don't be a dick and be
Be a team player, man.
against
Ooh.
us. Yeah,
So if you're asking too much, Jeff.
you're asking
You're
too
asking
much.
way too
Yeah.
much.
So, Varnex, because that has all gone to pass, the rest of you hear the song, but you are not lulled by its charms. It does sound very pleasant, though. Varnex, The elemental has come to life, and it is, technically speaking, striding toward you.
Okay. I like to rush in, like squeeze between Sol and Halfit. I want to try and grab the feather
Mhm.
back from Halfit and put it back on the weights.
Yeah, I'm not giving that thing back. You're gonna have to contest me for that.
Are you
It's
kidding?
much stronger than you, but
Do you fight for it?
I want.
It will be an action if you do.
Yes.
Okay, go on then.
Yes.
It's your
Okay.
athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics, because I'm going to consider it a grapple.
Rackets.
It's your athletics, not acrobatics. He does athletics or acrobatics because he's trying to avoid you.
So I have to do athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, I've got proficiency in that.
Oh, just about.
Just about.
So, as you rush over, you try to grasp it. Notice he's staying heavy-handed with it, and you quickly snatch it free from his hand. Feel free to do your
I
movement.
want to put it back on the scales.
Okay. So you put it back on the scales. Technically speaking, the song will continue, though there won't be any adverse effects because most of you succeeded it anyway or otherwise. As you put it back on the scales rebalance back to the middle. You don't see anything else change at the moment. What do you want to do?
Nothing changes.
Nope.
God damn, I thought that would put it back to sleep. Okay, I'll get the feather back since clearly it didn't fix it. I'll give it back to Halfit.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that would
So
reset
what do you
it.
know?
I'm a martial artist, not a magic man.
No, it's funny. It's great. I love it.
Okay, so you take it off, pass it back. What do you do with your bonus and movement?
I'll stay here to back up. Him up.
Mhm.
I'll just draw my weapon. Bonus action. Get ready.
Okay. Then Carrick.
Oh, righty then. Well, looking at this, looking at that. Where is it? Ah, there we are.
Actually, hold on. I felt something.
What
So,
did you
on
forget?
initiative count 20, because currently the scales of woe are outweighing the scales of weal, all creatures in the surrounding area make me an intelligence save, please. That's all of you.
This ain't
Oh,
gonna go well at all.
Brick, my boy!
He just had to take the left.
So, Varnex, make me one as well, please. As well as Saul.
Charisma checks, no. Intelligence saves, absolutely.
just one of those days.
Man, just
What I get for being late.
Varnex?
Yeah. What?
Intelligence save, please.
Oh, sorry. I just went to the toilet.
Oh, okay.
Intelligence save.
Oof.
No, I'm done.
So, Carrick and Varnex. So, as the scales of woe currently outweigh the scales of weal, you see as the mouth opens up very slowly, the song of weal ends, and the song of woe begins for a moment. As the song emits outward, it's this piercing, powerful sound that emanates across the entirety of the field very quickly. Some of you kind of flinch for a second, but Carrick and Varnex, as the song bursts outward, it gets stronger and stronger, and first, you two are going to take 2d6 psychic damage. And secondly, as the song gets stronger very quickly, it's almost like a sonic wave is pushing out, and you all feel this wind start pushing you back for a moment. Vonex and Carrick, you two are shoved back 10 feet. So, whoop. And you are pushed technically toward the wall, Carrick.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the Song of Woe. Carrick.
That's kind of annoying. Let's see, what do I have here? Pushback. Technically, do I be moving from here or still in this square here?
You're in that square.
This one, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to do two things. First of all, I'm going to Giant's Might
Okay.
and go to Giganticos.
As you turn
And
Gigento, your foot nearly slips over the side, but you're just like, "Huh!"
yep, getting back my balance, and I'm going to move 20 feet. But as I approach here, I'm going to step over these two. And I'm going to stand, well, here.
Okay.
Because it kind of doesn't let me sit beside the scale as much.
No.
I'll just, how do you do that? Ah, here we are, yeah. So it doesn't look like I'm off the edge. Yeah, I'm going to stand sort of like here, separating the elemental. Well, pretty much standing between the elemental and the rest of my group.
Elemental and the squishies.
And for the time being, as it hasn't, well, is it still planning to attack? I'm guessing.
Yep. Technically speaking, it's on its way too, but because how initiative works and whatnot. But it is aggressive. Long story short.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that was me thinking about taking a defensive stand against it, but well, guess I'm gonna have to hit it. I shall hit it with my short
Are
sword.
you going to move forward a little?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a little surprised
Yes,
that doesn't affect your that growth doesn't affect
Yeah.
your reach at all.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why I thought my reach was extended, but I've just read it more, and it's like, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack it with a short sword attack.
Okay.
I should do that in 1 sec. Yep, I have got that normal. And it wasn't here.
Nope. As
And then
you swing toward it, it strikes against the rock and stone, but you notice it solidifies a little stronger as it scrapes against it. You see little bits of sparks fly off for a moment. You notice as you strike it, there is this almost like a heat and intensity you feel coming from the creature. A very soft amount, kind of like a form of rage almost, but not literally.
okay.
Is that you?
There's one other thing I might be able to do. I just want to double check. Action surge. That doesn't count as a bonus action.
No, action surge is its own thing.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check that because I'm going to action surge then and take one more additional attack.
Okay.
And hey!
That hits, of course. So, beepity-boppity-boo. So, okay. So as you swing toward it again, you strike into it. The creature doesn't seem to resist the damage or anything. This time as you strike, its body starts solidifying in preparation, but you manage to break through it, and what you think is damage it, it's a bit tough to do because it's literally a mass of assorted rocks and earth that have molded together into a form that quickly repairs itself, but you feel like you did do something. As you do strike it, there is that
additional 5 on top.
there is that strange feeling you get coming from it again. This animosity.
Mm.
Okay, so
On top of that, there's one other thing that I can do with once I've actually hit it. Because actually, wait 1 second. Just one thing I want to double check. Okay. No. Okay, I'm also going to invoke this because it seems to be its own thing as well. It says nothing about being a bonus action from what I can see. Correct me if I'm wrong.
When you hit a creature with weapon attack, you can invert a wound, some fire shackles. Yep. Restrain, repeat the save, which you can't do again for next rest. Yes, so
I think that's just on an object that you have. So whatever object you decide has that fire rune should just always have it, I believe. I'm reading that correctly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming, given that who you are, your sword.
Mm. Yep.
It got a natural 1, so
On a strength save?
I know.
Holy crap.
So, as you strike it, and the runes begin unfurling from your blade and wrapping these chains around it, roll me the damage. So you do notice it seems to resist this.
Okay.
As the fire rakes around it. It doesn't make any excess movement, and for the most part it seems to try start wriggling free by breaking its body outward into smaller pieces, but it can't do it successfully enough to maintain its form. And it is Restaurant. Is that you?
Nice. Yep, but that is me.
Let me put restrained in another tab so I do not forget what it does. It is Bricky Boy. Put that there. So Brick will, looking very confused, run around. He'll come over here, prepare his action to hit if the creature comes into range, because he can't get any closer. And the elemental. Oh, as well, actually, hold on. I have been forgetting a thing. So you've dealt the creature damage twice. Notice the scales of woe rise up twice. Each time that the creature takes a lick of damage. And that wasn't even including your rune, which I'm considering part of the same attack. Okay. So the woe is currently on 8 and the wheel is currently on 2. As you restrain it in place, it is going to attempt 2 slam attacks on you, Connor, my dude.
Okay.
Bippity and boppity. 17 with the first and 13 with the second.
None of them hit.
Indeed, Imond. Good, because that was a total of 29 damage.
Jeez.
Which for you, not really that bad. For everyone else, quite bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would down me.
It would down Varnex at the minute. It would quite nearly perfectly down Sol. So, as it finishes trying to strike twice, you barely have to move as the creature is like restrained by the flames and the chains. It's swinging, but you can see it coming. It will finish its turn. Healthy.
Okay. First of all,
We
are going
save at
to-
the end of each of its turns, so I'm going to do the save again with it quick. It
you're
got a
going
9. Oh, you dirty fiend.
to cast Enlarge Reduce on Carrick there. You are now huge.
Holy shit.
So you get an additional D4 onto your damage as well.
Damn, boy, he's
You are now big. And then I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to place the feather onto the woe side.
Let me just check a thing real quick. So, as soon as your spell finishes, Weal increases by 1 and woe decreases by 1.
No, I'm putting the...
No, you
Really?
after you cast the spell on Carrick.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Huh. So confused. Okay, I guess I'm still putting the feather on the woe side, but I think that's probably about all I can do. I guess how are you ruling the me placing the feather as far as
It's just a thing you do as you pass by.
Sure, I'll go ahead and shillelagh up with a bonus action then.
Nice. So, okay. Is that you?
Yep, that's me.
Okay. So.
So I'm going to need to do a good deed to be a good little boy.
Oh
right now.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Does it have to be like something that helps in combat, or does it have to
As long as it's
just a generally
generally.
nice thing?
As long as you are using something to help someone else. So the very bare minimal is the help action.
So, okay, so let's say I cast Mage Hand and give Carrick a help pet.
No. Because that does not help.
I mean, Carrick, would that help you?
He's huge he is huge right now. I'd be surprised if he felt it.
Okay, fine. Then the bugbear. Okay, hold on.
Ruffles his hair. He's like, oh! Ghosts.
Something with... Okay, fine. Help action takes my action, right? Okay.
It gives someone advantage on the next, I believe, skill or attack?
Skill, attack.
Sure. I'm
Basically.
going to help you, Carrick.
Bippity
Give you my
boppity.
help,
Help.
action. Yes.
Okay.
By patting him on the head with Mage Hand.
Yes.
Here you go. I'll give him that.
Good boy.
Pat.
You feel inspired and invigorated.
Is that you? Or bonus
I'm just
action?
gonna look down and be like, cheers, little man.
Cheers, little man!
1 second, let me try that better. Cheers, little man.
So being huge, you're like 18 feet tall. You're extremely tall.
You are literally
I feel
taller
like,
than the
I feel like-
elemental.
I feel like Ant-Man in the in Civil War.
Yeah, is that your turn, Mozzie?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Back around, Varnex. Also, because you performed a positive action, the scales rebalance. Varnex.
Okay. I'm gonna move up to here, in the hopes if on the chance the Earth Elemental is freed, he'll be drawn away from Halfir. And since I'm noticing what's going on, good actions are needed. I scream to Halfir. I sincerely apologize for stealing the feather from you.
Make a deception check, just from your tone alone.
No, I mean, oh, come on. Give me...
Just from your tone. If that's serious in character, that's a different thing. But from your tone, I apologize for hurting you. I'm so sorry.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's okay. Get rid of the nat. Get the nat ones out here on things that don't matter.
All I'm gonna say is, normally I won't bother with nat ones and things, but I'm gonna put a point in woe for that.
Oh,
Come on.
I'm gonna. You know what? I have inspiration from recap. You can have it.
Thank
Do you
you.
want to reroll that?
Use it with advantage.
Watch, I somehow get a -1.
I doubt you can get a minus because
No.
you haven't got minus in charisma.
Well, I mean, because it's not a natural one, the scales
It's not a natural one.
the scales aren't going to rebalance. But nobody believes you. Even the elemental kind of stares over toward you for a second.
Well, I tried.
Being judged by
Can I use a
stones.
free action?
For
I just wanna. Oh no! If your turn is not done, then I'll wait. Sorry.
no, that's fine.
No. Jake, if your turn is not done, then I'll wait. And sorry.
Okay, since clearly this plan obviously failed, clearly I'm getting like some judgmental eyes.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's my turn because I know not to hurt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the
That was
sound of
actually
your
gonna be a
characters
long-
in a?
go ahead.
Sorry. What I was going to ask is, was that the sound of your characters' inner thoughts there as you realised you failed there?
Judging from the judgmental eyes I'm getting from, well, everyone, including the elemental. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You just get an eyebrow raise from Carrick.
Initiative count 20. Weal is not singing. Woe, however, is basically screaming. Everybody make me an intelligence save, please.
Oh.
At least I'm proficient in these.
Oof.
Save, right? Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Oof. Everybody but
Yeah.
Alfia. Let me check Brick, actually. I keep forgetting he's here. Brick, where are you? Bip. Oh, Brick, buddy, come on. You nearly had it.
That being that he's challenging.
So everybody takes 2d6 psychic damage, and it's not.
Including me.
No,
Do I take half?
no, you take none.
Okay.
And then everybody who failed is knocked 10 feet away from whatever the angle is that they are to Woe. So
Oh, I'm stuck on the wall. Either way.
technically you're thrown into Carrick, but you know. Oh no, actually no, technically speaking, Carrick is thrown off the edge. Poof.
It's all good. You can just step up.
That's fine. I was going to say, I could have stepped down.
Yeah, you're barely knocked back. You land on your back foot just like, oh wow, what was that small gust of wind?
Wait, do you just reduce my health as well? That's just what I did.
Yeah man, I got you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so that is initiative count 20. Carrick. Oh boy, it's not bad too.
Carrick's gonna sort of like look and just make somewhat of a haphazard guess and be like, are the scales moving due to people's positive actions or reactions or what?
I think so. If we do a bad quote unquote action, it ups the right one, and if we do a positive action, it ups the left.
Right. Okay.
Like when Alfir took the feather, it took the balance off, and when I helped you, the balance was more to the left. Maybe try to hug the elemental, see if that works.
Do
I
it.
don't think hugging it's gonna do anything, mate. But Carrick will sort of like step up back to where he was. And he sort of stands over you and just looks down at you and just says, "But I will protect you. You're safe behind me, mate." And Carrick will just hold his shield up to the elemental and just look at it.
Okay.
I would. What do we do? I'd like to hold an action, actually.
Okay.
I would like to prepare to dodge any hit that the elemental tries to hit me with.
Oh, that's just an action. That's just the dodge action
Mhm.
in general.
Yeah.
So you do the dodge action.
Yeah, I'll do the dodge action. Just prepare it for if it attacks me.
Okay. Just to let you know, statistically, when you're dodging attacks against you, have disadvantage, unless the creature. I mean, technically, the creature's still restrained anyway, so it's already got
Yeah.
disadvantage on attack rolls. So
Mhm.
anyway, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
Yeah,
have
you
even
wouldn't.
more
You
of
also wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to prepare dodge because then that's going to eat up your reaction. So if you just
Mhm.
dodge, you still have your reaction.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just. Yeah, dodge.
Okay. Then if that's your turn,
Pretty much. Yeah.
Brick over here, looking around at everybody, very confused with this good old Morning Star in hand, is just like turns around as he like slowly picks himself up after being knocked back, looks back at you, Varnix, then at everybody else, and has that kind of, what do I do? Kind of like holding his arms out, like,
Can I just put my two hands like, stop? Nothing? Stay?
Would I,
If he
since he's
sees
right
me
back,
behind.
Can Carrick say hold in Orcish?
Sure. He looks over towards you, notices you say something, at least, and he kind of just still looks around a bit, notices the creature's bound in chain, looks at the scales, just kind of shrugs a little bit, and he will end his turn there.
Okay.
So the elemental, while locked in place, first is looking around at each of you, struggling into the chains, preparing to attempt to escape at the end of its turn. It is going to Earth Slam. You notice two additional rocky appendages start to grow out from around where the torso, the waist would be, and slam like giant hammers into the ground around it. So, everything in that radius. Make me a dexterity save.
Oh no.
Everyone but Half here.
Oh no.
Nice.
Oh, there
Oh,
we go.
oh,
There we go.
ugh,
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go.
ugh. Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. Brick is gonna fail. I'm calling it. Yeah. I didn't want to jinx it, but I knew it was gonna happen. Okay, well, hot shit. Fuck all of you. So, everyone in a 20-foot radius on the same level of ground, which is technically all of you, succeed the dex save, or be knocked back from it 10 feet and shoved prone, then dealt more damage. But, because you guys have succeeded, you will take half of the initial damage, which is 2d10. Boop. Near max, how about that? Everybody will take 9 bludgeoning damage, but there will be no adverse effects.
You say bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
Is it magical, this damage?
No.
Or just bludgeoning?
It is bludgeoning.
Or
Okay.
did it shoot things at us?
Nope, it hammered the ground and the ground started to erupt outward and rocky protrusions started
He's
firing
shaking the
off.
stadium.
Okay, I take 6 damage. Nice.
Okay. And as it does that, it looks very wildly dissatisfied with the fact that it did not do what it thought it would. And it will end its turn. And as it ends its turn, it's going to attempt to break free. A fucking 6! It has not rolled
Yes.
greater than a 10
Oh, yes.
since it got fucking restrained.
If I remember, it takes another 2d6, right?
Yes.
The earth elemental used earthquake and it was not effective.
No, it was not. So, to reiterate, it will still take half, so it takes 4,
Mm-hmm.
but that is its turn. Um, so, do healthy. I will note that though it took damage, no scale changes happened. And, not to mention, when it attacked, no changes happened.
Okay.
Healthy.
I will, first of all, entity up
Mm.
and spend one of my wild shapes. We got this going on now. I think we need to completely unbalance one set of these scales. We can keep. I look around. Which side do we want to unbalance?
The easiest would be the bad side.
Yeah. Okay. Then.
What do you guys say, though?
Is it going to scream at us more?
Oh.
I think we want more on the left side.
Okay.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
All right. Can I grab both feathers from this side and then move them over there, and it'll equal them out completely after doing that?
Okay.
Am I able to do that, Lee?
Yes, indeed. You quickly snatch them, rush over to the left, throw them inward. As they slowly trickle down, you notice as the scales are slowly tipping more in the favour of Weal. As you lower the feathers onto them, they tip down, back into balance. We'll note as well, actually, I haven't, because I semi-forgot about Detect Magic, but specifically for you,
Well, my
Health.
detect magic is gone now because I'm concentrating on big boy over here.
Okay, never mind then. Carry on.
That's my turn.
Okay. Sol.
Yes. Okay, so we want to do good things. Good things.
Good deeds.
Good deeds. I don't have any magic for good deeds.
Starts chucking fireballs everywhere and makes a nice meal.
Again, I have created bonfire. It could be nice to warm you up if you want. I can make. Getting.
Oh, what? I was not paying attention. Anyway, keep going.
Okay. Question about the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Is this still a thing?
No.
Okay. Great. Great. Okay, so,
Go back.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Helfer, do you feel cold?
Do I feel cold?
Yes.
No, I'm asking Lee. Do I feel cold?
I mean, there's a slight breeze, but nothing to, like, put you into chilly zones or anything. You're about even.
No.
Fuck. Okay. Fucking. I'm gonna go over here and use the health action again on Carrick.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, no. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You continue gently stroking his hair. Is that you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As your turn ends, you notice nothing changes.
Ooh, 60.
Nah.
Vonix.
Okay, so I'm looking at my inventory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any healing potions. Would we have had any at the start?
No.
Okay then. So what's the status effect on Brecky? Is he prone?
Yeah.
I'd like to use my action to help him up.
Okay. I mean, technically speaking, it wouldn't take that long, but because I doubt you'll be doing any actions, we'll just go with it. So, I will note, because he did fail the save, he did get like hammered with a lot of earth and rock, and there is like a couple of pieces that have like semi-embedded into him, and as he's like slowly pulling himself up, you link an arm around him and help him up. He looks at you as he's like trying to slowly pull out a whole ton of small little, almost like pebbles, from out of himself, and he looks over at you, gives you a nod. The scales do change.
And he struck a brick, since the elemental is bounded in chains. Best we stand a bit further back out of his reach. I'm going to try and guide Brick just a bit further away, out of the elemental's range while it's still bound.
Mm-hmm. He
And
will more than likely move during his turn then.
I'll ask the others, can anyone spare a healing potion?
I don't have any.
Nada.
Oh, I tried.
Is that you?
Alright,
I mean,
so... Okay, so I can only do this for myself, but I'll spend 2 of my key points to do quick healing. I can roll a martial arts die, and I can regain number of hit points rolled, so I think that's just a d8.
Isn't your martial arts die what your unarmed strike damage die is, pretty much? Or am I imagining that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be, because your unarmed strikes are considered like martial arts strikes.
So whatever your
Oh, then-
unarmed strike die is what you use to recover.
So that's 1d4, okay.
Wait, it's still a D? Is
Yeah,
it still a
doesn't go
D4?
up.
Yeah, that's what it says
Shit,
here.
Damn.
I don't think it goes up till 5th level.
Oh yeah, no that.
It says unarmed strike, attack plus 6,
Yeah.
damage type 1d4 plus 2.
Yeah, no, that
So
makes sense. No,
1d4.
yeah. Okay. Roll your D4.
I'll get that 1 point of damage.
Oh,
Oh no.
nice. So, as you take that moment to focus, breathe, you feel a little bit more at ease after being bludgeoned to nigh oblivion. There is, for a moment, a slight scale adjustment, but then you notice before it moves enough to be considered one over the other, it seems to recede and returns to its original position. Oh, ignore
I broke the scales.
that. Is that you?
Could I sheath my sword?
Sure.
Alright, I'll sheath my sword, because I do not want to engage in combat anymore.
Okay.
Alright, does that affect the scales?
Nope.
Okay, I tried.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. So, as it goes to count 20, you notice as Woe has stopped singing, the face looks down toward the mostly, more even, but mostly empty scale, and Weal begins singing instead. Everybody roll a d4. Obviously, Jeff not counting. Do one for my boy. So
We get the whole spread.
everybody. Oh yeah, shit. Everybody recover the amount of health that you just rolled.
Nice.
The song starts very slow and gentle, a semi-piercing melody at first, but then it becomes slightly gentler, and it feels like it caresses very lightly across all of you as you start to register. And that is initiative count 20. Derek.
sorry about that. I just had to reply to something. What's up?
Your turn.
Lovely. Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Some game had asked me a question. Okay. Well, still going to stand in a defensive position, defending Mozzie.
Mhm.
Well, defending anyone behind me.
Mhm.
In a defensive stance.
Jeff, roll a d4.
I didn't need to roll a save while I was.
No, 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 no.
What will he get? Ooh.
Jeff.
Hmm.
Roll a d4.
Oh. Sorry.
No, that's alright. Hey. That's how much health you recover from the Song of Weal.
Dude, I'm bad. I'm full.
It just sounds very pleasant then.
It's just very, very melodic and pleasant sounding.
Very
For
blissful.
Jeff, this song is a banger.
Connor.
I vibe. I'm vibing with it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Connor, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just going to stand defensive position and do a dodge again.
Okay.
Just curious, did you say if I was to just dodge, it would only use a reaction rather than an action?
No, no, no. If you dodge as an action, you don't expend your reaction to dodge as a reaction.
I'd like to do that then.
Dodge as an action.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I have something in mind.
Okay. So you begin to dodge during your turn?
Yep.
Is that you?
That'll be me.
Okay. Brick, who recently took a ton of, well, rocks technically. I was going to say bricks, but he's going to, under what he assumes is your meaning, come over here with you and step out of the way with you, Varnix. And he's kind of just like peeling out the bits of dirt and like rock that have like smashed into him from the attack. And he is going to action dodge too. And the elemental. It is first going to. Shame its movement speed is 0 right now. It'd be a sure shame if it did something else. So it is going to do 2 slam attacks on you, Konaru, because it has mega disadvantage at this point.
Yeah, it does.
Bippity boppity. A 19 on the first hit and a 12 on the second.
It matches my AC.
Meets beats.
That's
Yeah.
fine with me then.
So as it hits with the first one, swings forward, its fist hammers against your shield, just barely connecting. You notice as it connects, a lot of the dirt and rocks start to split off and spread around the shield as it impacts, and a bunch of it collides against your chest, and some bits just against your throat, and it stings as it strikes. 11 bludgeoning damage, not reduced.
Okay, gotcha. So. Okay, 8, gotcha.
As it finally managed to land a blow, it will end its turn, and its strength. A 9! A fucking 9! Oh my god, why is it still stuck in this? That's its turn. Healthy.
Well,
What is the DC
As
to get
it's-
out of that? By the way.
More than 9.
Oh yeah.
well, it's funny you say that because with that, where did I see that again?
2d6 more fire damage, by the way.
Gotcha. Yep, I'll just roll that.
4 again.
Yeah, 4 again. Where did I put it? That's going to annoy me now. On the rune, well, on the rune carver thing. I haven't got it down my sheet, but I saw it on on 5e on the 5e tools that it has the what is it? The spell DC for whatever checks it makes against runic markings.
I'll just turn the lights on. I mean, to be fair, it's not going to be less than 10, at the very least.
It's probably gonna.
Yeah.
I imagine it's probably gonna be something like 8 plus proficiency modifier plus probably strength mod.
Here we are. The following runes are available to you when you learn a rune. If the rune has a level requirement, you must. If a rune requires a saving throw, your rune magic DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your constitution modifier.
Okay, so it's 8 proficiency, that's a total of 10, and you got 3 on top, 13.
Yeah.
So yeah,
13.
I've just put that on your sheet as well.
Lovely, thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of its turn, there's something that I was holding out for, which is why I also decided to let myself take damage, because I would like to invoke this.
Interesting. Let's see. So the DC is 13. And of course I don't roll a 13 or more. 11.
Man, those Tasha's subclasses are wild.
Yeah. So I got an 11. So your thing, we'll do that.
Is charmed by me for 1 minute. Well, in the charmed way, the creature has a speed of 0 and is incapacitated, descending into a dreamy stupor.
And it does not have immunity to charm or incapacitated, for reasons I cannot fathom. So, yeah.
I'm surprised it's not immune to charm. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
God damn, who knew I would find this very handy
Although, to be fair,
in this situation?
because... Hold on, let me just check. So when it ends its turn, you use your reaction to trigger it. If I'm being honest, I'm going to need like your help here, Jeff, with this, because the turn is still going. In a timeline sense, does he then do a save against that now or next turn?
He does. I'm assuming he will do it on his next turn.
Yeah, it's gonna be on his next turn
Mm.
because he's already failed to save this round.
Yeah.
Okay,
'Cause
well...
if he got to do 2 saves in 1 round, that would just that would just make that useless. That whole rune useless.
That is fair. So, as the creature is knocked into a stupor, the form breaks down into several hundred small rocks, a mound of dirt, and a couple of boulders as they fall to the ground.
Cute.
You see that they're still technically bound. It is still a living creature. The runes are still locking it in place. And as the creature falls into a slumber, the scales start to move as if they're trying to rebalance themselves. But you hear them rattling a little, as if it's been disturbed. It's unsure of what direction to go. It's constantly in a flux with itself.
They can stop.
Someone sing a lullaby.
Healthy.
So because big old Carrick is here within my spores, I will ask you telepathically if your short sword is magical.
It is not.
Good. Lee,
Mhm.
this is a question to you. If I cast something with the gem and that spell requires concentration, do I am I
Yes.
concentrating on it, or is it?
Yeah.
So I okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to lose concentration on enlarge reduce. So you're gonna go back down to being large. Sorry. And I will use. I'll come over here. And I will use one of the stacks on the blue gem to cast magic weapon on your short sword.
Mhm.
So your short sword is now a +1 weapon to attack and damage. And I'm concentrating on that now.
And though Weal and Woe are currently in flux, as you do that, you hear it stop, and it starts to turn. And Woe gains one. Oh, Weal, sorry.
And still got 20 feet of movement, so I'm gonna come over here. Start making my way over here. That's my turn.
Okay. So,
Does anyone here not wear any armor?
I don't.
he's an unarmored boy.
Are you gonna give him mage armor?
Because it's a nice thing to do.
It is a nice thing to do, I
I
agree.
know.
I've just never seen anyone cast mage armor on someone else.
Well, this is a first.
Yeah, I know. I'm not, like, there's literally never a reason to cast mage armor on someone else.
Mm-hmm. Here, Varnax, I'm gonna be nice. Even though you pushed me down.
Shut up,
No.
nerd! Poof!
And I'm going to cast on you mage armor.
What?
Are you a willing creature?
No. No, uses reaction to punch you.
Make a save against mage armor.
That's a sentence I never thought I'd hear.
I'm gonna give you mage armor, okay? Do not resist.
Don't resist!
Do not resist.
Take this!
Stop
Poof!
resisting!
Stop resisting my love.
Resisting.
Just runs in front of me. Don't resist.
Here, you have it. No, you have.
To be fair, that's
13
very good for
yes.
Varnex.
Stop not protecting yourself. Stop not protecting yourself.
Now, I guess
Thank
the
you.
question,
Although you sounded a bit
question-
rude.
The question now becomes, does his wisdom get added onto that as well, or is it just now
No.
13 plus his dex? I didn't think his wisdom would get added to that as well.
No. I think,
So mage armor counts as armor, right?
No.
No, because it's magic.
Do I lose my unarmored defense?
I will say for the sake of this, you can choose which is which, but you do have the spell effect over you.
Basically, the way armor typically works is you take whatever gives you the best. So kind of like temporary hit points. You don't really. Yeah, they don't stack.
Yeah.
So you couldn't wear like leather armor underneath plate mail and plate armor and have those stack type of thing.
At the very least, with like actual physically worn armor, though, it's whatever's over the, whatever's the most visible at the time. If leather armor's beneath leather armor, it's the third leather armor.
The top leather
Yeah.
armor. Yeah.
So basically, my AC has become +1 to what it is.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, hey, whatever.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. No, wasn't that nice?
We're doing all these buffs and we're like not using the buffs in combat really
it
at all.
doesn't matter.
No, hold on.
It's just
Wait,
funny.
because if it's 13 plus your dex with mage armor, that's just 17, is it? Because you've only got 4, or do you have 20 now?
Oh yeah, sorry, that goes up now. Yeah. My arm class is 18. Oh, it did go up.
Yeah, I changed it.
10. All right, yeah, my AC is now my normal AC is 18.
Mhm.
So Toby's AC is 13 plus my dex modifier. So he's brought it down.
So you'll just choose whichever is more appropriate to you at
It
the time.
doesn't matter. It was a nice thing to do.
Also, I'm just
That's
gonna
the point.
check a thing. Because 10 dex and Wisdom, so 17.
It's such an interesting question because it's like that's nothing. Like I said, you never run into this. So it's very, very interesting
Your
question.
your AC is 17 with or without the mage armor, because it's 10 plus your Dex mod and Wisdom, which comes up to 17. And if it's 13 plus your Dex, it's still 17.
My wisdom is +3. My dex is +4.
Yeah, which is 7.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
it's
well,
10
why-
it's
why-
10
why-
plus those, so 17.
Yeah, I don't know what. For some reason, it said it was 18.
No,
but-
I changed it because reasons. I thought
Okay.
you had 20 for some reason on your Dex.
So my armor class is unchanged.
Yes,
Net
you're just like,
zero.
thank you. I feel so much more defended.
Thank you. I appreciate your act of kindness.
You're welcome.
Make a performance check, you two.
No!
Do it.
You're charisma based. You're fine.
I'm not proficient in performance.
No, Sol, I really do appreciate the kind gesture. I do.
I'm feeling.
I really meant it.
I'm feeling
honestly
like
really
asking
meant
for
it.
more of a fucking persuasion check at this rate, or deception, jeez.
You should just perform before the scales go
No,
down.
I'm just confused. I've never experienced mage armor before.
Hmm I'm giving. I'm his first.
I feel.
Fuck his cherry.
I feel shiny. You
If anything, I look sparkly. I like it. I do.
make
And-
the pair of you
and you will
make
be-
one of the many charisma checks, please.
And you
Oh,
will
God
be
damn
that
it,
way
Lee.
for 8 hours.
Yeah.
I feel like this was a better performance than before for me.
Now you're shiny.
Do we have to? But
Yes.
It was nice.
It was nice.
It was a nice thing to do.
Nice.
Sure.
I was just confused. I've never experienced it before. And clearly,
It was
you
my
did-
first
and clearly-
time.
And you, Lee, you didn't know what my armor class was.
Excuse me, I had to double check 'cause I
Yes.
thought your dexterity was 20. So, pardon me for not knowing everybody's character sheets. Okay.
That's
Who you
literally your
rolled?
job.
It's
Yes.
my job to kill
No!
all of you, obviously. Ah,
You're a cruel god,
Okay.
Lee. You're a cruel god.
I'll have you
Next
find
time-
I'm a very nice god.
Next time when someone does a nice thing, shut up.
Just take it.
Just
Shut
don't
up.
say
Take it
anything.
and shut
I
up.
was
Don't
confused.
say anything.
And the god
Your
of this world was
gratitude
confused
is
as well.
silence.
Mm-hmm.
Just
The
take it.
god of this world was confused as well with my armor class. I feel
Your
very,
gratitude is
Hey, are
silence.
you sure you
feel
want?
very misled.
Are you sure you want to take the fight with the guy that owns the creatures that will fight you?
Yes,
He's gonna
please.
fight.
Yes, please. Okay, so as you do that, I'm not going to give you a woe or wheel because there is a natural one involved.
Fucking.
Can I roll charisma one more time just to see if I don't roll a one?
Sure, but it will not affect a thing.
No,
Natural 20.
Okay, fine. 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 The dice have fucking spoken.
I can't even. I can't even.
If I ever...
I know it didn't count, but can at least cancel out the natural one.
hold on. Because
I think I need to mute.
if I ever hear someone say I'm a selfish god, I will murder all of you with rocks. And there is literally a creature made of rocks right here. I can do it! They do move
Yes.
in favor of Weal
Yes.
because the dice have decided so.
Oh god, you guys broke me.
They broke you!
Oh god, I'm freaking crying.
You're broken. I'm the one that keeps rolling these.
Jesus H. Christmas.
Mhm.
Well,
Wow.
Oh bless.
is that your turn, Sol?
Yes.
After all that. Varnex, what would you like to do?
I want to help Brick.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that he was picking out bits of stone and debris off him I don't have any healing potions, but I want to at least try and help him out.
Mm-hmm.
Could I roll a medicine check or something?
Yes.
Okay, medicine is wisdom, not charisma, so I think I might have a chance.
You look him up and down and you're like, yep, he looks hurt.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You're just like, why did I even do this? And you kind of get distracted by the little bits of shining around your body as you notice the mage armor.
You have had the most bipolar rolls. Holy crap.
I'm in tears still.
Is that your turn?
Oh god.
I guess I'll hold my action to dodge or something.
Okay.
For the others.
So, as you end your turn, initiative count 20. As it comes round 2, as currently Woe is more or less like slumbering at this point. Weal's head is raised high. The scale is risen a little bit higher. You hear the sound of some kind of mechanical unlocking. And you notice the top of the scales starts to split open like an egg, almost. Just a little bit. You see a couple of cracks that break, and then you see this golden beaming light start to emanate outward into little spots. And that's initiative 20. Carrick.
Hello.
Down. Sit. Belly down. Off. Go on.
If one of you dies, I can do something helpful by casting Gentle Repose on you. But
Oh god, I'm still crying.
What are we doing, Connor?
Okay, right. Gonna. Technically, that thing is unconscious, isn't it?
Yeah, incapacitated.
I'm just gonna casually walk over it and
Okay.
and I will stand in a defensive position still, and I will, well, use dodge as an action just in case anything comes flying up to hit me,
Mm-hmm.
and that will be me.
Okay. Then Brick. As he kind of finishes getting off as much as he can of like dirt and pulling out like stones and stuff embedded into him, he looks around at everybody, looks over toward the mound, looks at the scales. He's just going to end his turn. He doesn't really know what's happening, why he's here, what any of you lot are even saying or doing, but you know. The elemental obviously can only really end his turn. So, let's see. Was it wisdom save?
yeah, it's wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yes! The gods are
You
just!
gotta be kidding me.
So he
Now, the
got...
question is, can it make a strength save?
Let's find out.
Because it's still restrained.
I mean, regardless, that's the end of its turn, so it loses a turn even just breaking out the wisdom.
Oh, so technically it won't be able to break out of the restraint.
Yes.
So even if it was able to break out of both,
It's
like,
still the end of
turn
its
is
turn,
done.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The question is, has it broken out both?
yes, it has.
Okay.
13 with its wisdom and a 17 with its strength. As its body starts to recollect, the chains start to squeeze very tightly, and as its body is reforming, you notice it starts growing bolder and wider, and the chains start to stretch to their near limits. You can hear the snapping and breaking as the chains start one by one tearing off and flying into these flaming little particles into the air. And as its body reforms, you see the embers that were lighting its body up slowly dissipate as it looks like this rocky nightmare of fire and flame. And then its body raises up just a few feet taller and a little bit wider, and it looks over toward you. Its head turns toward the scales for a moment, and then it looks toward you ready to go again. But that's its turn, of course. half it.
I shall come over to Brick, and I will cast Cure Wounds, as it looks like where his wounds are. It almost looks like spider silk begins to thread among, between the pieces of flesh and pulls it together. So he will get Cure Wounds at level 1.
You notice as you do that, and the
That's a good roll,
oh
too.
damn, as the creatures appear and start to like sew together his wounds, he doesn't seem surprised or worried about that. He looks at it as if it's a normal thing, and with that beautiful massive healing, he is nigh fully healed. Nigh fully healed.
As I'm healing, too, I'm like looking over my shoulder at the scales. It's like, does this work?
It does.
Good.
Yay!
The woe head is, for the most part, all the way down. You can just about barely see the eyes at this point, and the wheel head has risen very gloriously.
Do I have any helpful bonus actions? Probably not. But let's. That's okay. No. That's me.
As the turn ends, the elemental is going to use all of the animosity that it gathered from being attacked and perform a legendary action. So, it is going to use its slam attack, which has 10 feet of reach, by the way, and attack you, Connor, with one attack.
Okay.
A 12 doesn't hit, so never mind. As it swings for you. Shield's still risen, you're dodging, and it just... You feel the rocks hit, and you guard your face, and you keep your sword ready, blocking any projectiles coming your way, and it just completely goes past you. No damage.
You're rolling low today.
I know!
Yeah.
I know! It's ridiculous. So, under normal circumstances, this could have been very painful.
Mm-hmm.
But a combination
The
of
dice are on our side.
a combination of good choices and abilities and like shit dice on mine. So,
I'm going to use minor illusion
mm,
to make an image of a puppy. Because puppies are cute. And it's nice and it warms everyone's heart.
where are you putting the puppy?
Even an elemental?
Even the elementals.
Does it
His
have
heart
it?
grew 3 times that day.
Where are you putting the puppy?
Here?
Okay.
I got nothing else. I want to save the spell slots.
Okay.
Combat in the world.
You know, like a golden retriever puppy
Mm.
Okay.
with big eyes and just
Floppy
all over.
ears.
Yeah.
There you go. It's not exactly a golden retriever, but it's close as I can get at the moment.
Or a Labrador. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what my dog is.
So as its image appears, starts prancing around in circles, trying to chase its tail. There doesn't seem to be a reaction.
Fucking. Ugh. Well, I tried.
Is that you?
It was an action.
Hmm?
So yeah.
Vance?
Okay, I'm running out of helpful spells as well.
Vanix, what would you like to do?
I move to the scales of, well, these ones,
Mhm.
and I want to draw my quarterstaff and just place it on the scale and announce, "We do not wish to fight."
Okay. So as you're placing your quarterstaff down, you notice immediately the scale starts to tip one way. As you finish the statement, it clunks, noting that it can go no further. Is that you?
I'll still hold my action to dodge, just in case, but I will end my turn.
Okay.
Oh.
As you place the staff down and technically speaking, move out of the way and be ready. You see the mouth of Weal start to motion. Each of you hear telepathically, though the mouth does move, no sound comes from it. You all hear, "And that is a just cause. However, it is not your willingness of which we teeter. It is whether or not you prove ready for what you release. We are not adjudicators. We are not judge. We are not jury. We are weal and woe. Whether or not you pass the test matters not, truly. I deem you befitting." And as she's saying this, you hear the sound of the scale splitting in half, cracking. It's almost like bark-like sound as it snaps. The scales themselves don't start to wobble in one direction or another, but down the middle of it, it is starting to tear apart, like flesh is being ripped off. We simply do as we were crafted. We hold something. You have all done as was necessary to unlock the locks. Continue to do so. Survive against the Guardian, and you may access the key and whatever so is hidden within its jail. The face looks slightly saddened for a moment and the eyes close. The voice stops at that point as the second lock comes past and tears through as you hear the mechanical sounds from within. Carrick, the creature is free and it is looking toward you all. What do you do?
Wow. I am going to still hold my defensive stance.
Mhm.
And I'll do the same as I've done for the past few turns. Use dodge as an action, and yeah, that'll be me.
Okay. Brick is just gonna kind of go with it. He's gonna get ready to dodge too. And the elemental, of course, is now free and ready to fight. It is going to first do a different thing. Yes, it's going to Earth Slam. So I'm pretty sure it's just going to be. Actually, no, sorry, hold on. It will move forward a little bit, and then it will do it. So everybody in that range, make
Huh,
me
not
a
me.
dexterity, please.
Not brick.
Oh, calm the fuck.
Like I said, you are up or you are way down.
Damn!
Oh,
Damn!
Two natural 20 dex saves in a row. Let's go.
I love with you, it's like you just leap 500 feet into the air. It's like, yeah, you missed! So as it slams with full force into the ground, all of you succeed. The earth and rubble fires out into this, almost like an earthquake for a moment, that then starts firing these bolts and shots of dirt and rock everywhere. Because you all succeeded, you will only take half of 2d10. Enjoy 5 damage each of you. And there is no...
well, those would be not 20s.
Yeah, fucking
Not you,
jeez.
Carrick. You take 2.
Yeah.
Because you were...
What, would you just take 2?
No, he's got heavy armor stuff.
Oh, so I take 5.
I got a feat that reduces non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage by 3.
So as it finishes that, it seems to very quickly submerge into the ground itself. And as it does that, it of course is going to maneuver around. You guys feel rumbling beneath your feet, Carrick and Varnex, and then it very quickly appears just behind you. And it's going to go for a swing at, let's see, so 1 and 2 is Sol, 3 and 4 is Halfir. Halfir!
Let's do it. Come at me. Actually, as he emerges, before he gets to do that, come here, buddy. Take some free necrotic damage.
Hey.
Because we're fighting now. Right here.
Ooh. So, woe teeters, reawakens barely.
I thought we were given permission to freaking fight this thing. What is going on?
Not just yet, fool. Not just yet. Although, to be fair, when initiative count comes around again, the third lock will be unleashed, and we'll see. It swings with a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
17 bludgeoning damage.
All good.
Oh, yes.
Just gets rid of my temporary hit points.
Nice.
And knocks me on the symbiotic entity. Oh, not minus 25. Good God.
So as it swings its fist forward, the fist itself doesn't actually strike you. It's almost like it throws a boulder's worth of its own rocky protrusions at you. And just kind of buffets.
Ooh, I need to make a con save. I do have advantage because Warcaster.
Beautiful.
DC is 10,
yeah, you
I
succeed.
believe.
You good. Okay, so it then is going to end its turn now. Halfir.
Well, seeing the scales start moving back around, I'm not going to do what I was going to do, but sure. I will squeeze through here and take the dodge action.
Okay. Then
And that's me.
Sol.
There's the Labrador puppy you made.
Yeah.
Woof! Don't hit me! Woof!
I'm going to. I don't know. If I move away from him, you can use a reaction to just bop me, right?
Mhm.
Okay, then fucking mage armor.
He's got 10 feet as well, to be fair, so.
Okay.
As long as you stay within 10 feet of him, you'll be fine.
I think that's fine. Should be fine, yeah. And let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. Bippity boppity mage.
Oh,
So 13 plus your dex.
yes, so that's 14.
Nice. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
Okay. Varnex.
Can I use my dodge action to get out of the way without it hitting me?
No, because that only stops. I guess technically, yeah.
Disengage would be the other would
Yeah.
be what you would want to use.
Disengage lets you walk away for free.
I don't have disengage. Okay.
Everyone has disengage.
Mhm.
It's just an action.
Oh, we do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So could I
It's
use
just-
that to get away from you without getting hit?
Yeah.
How far back can I go?
As far as you want.
Basically, it just allows you to use your movement to get. You can use your entire movement. He just can't take an attack of opportunity against you.
Oh, okay. Guess I'll get here, out of the way,
Okay.
and do do not know what to do. I thought,
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
I thought putting my staff on the scales would end it, but no. Then Alpha ruined it, and now I don't know what to do.
I was going on base with the scale set, and like, if you could survive the Guardian, I was like, well, time to fight this thing. Okay.
Okay, maybe it's a time thing. Maybe we have to survive against it for a certain amount of time, not engage it.
I'm just gotta kite it.
I'll probably shout to the others, try and spread out, get out of his field of range, and hold my action to dodge.
You've used your action to disengage.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I just relay the information to others, try and spread out. Last as long as we can.
Okay.
That's it.
So, initiative 20. Woe and Weal both open their mouth a slight, and a joined song begins. As the joined song begins, Weal's is much stronger, as there is more, quite literally, on her plate. Woe's is gentle, mellow, and sort of sorrowful. Sorry, 1 second. Belly. Out. You smelly bum. Sorry, my dog has horrific farts, and I'm trying to make sure he doesn't stay in here and project them everywhere. Oh, it's so bad. Oh. Anyway. The sound of the cracking and snapping and the ripping apart from the middle of the scales continues, but this time it seems like it's a finale. As the songs carry on, they start to sound pained, but Weal sounds pleasant, though there is a soft fear and a struggle behind it, and Woe is just fully embracing the despair and the pain. As the third and final lock unlocks, firstly, Halfir, make a perception or arcana check. Or religion, actually. As it breaks apart, something glistening with a bright gold emanates this pure, wondrous light from the centre of the scales. It's currently visually obscured, but as the scales are now split mostly down the middle toward whatever the prize inside is, the scale of Weal and Woe, both sides, you see the eyes slowly close, the song drifts down into barely a whisper. The energy that's filled the room that you didn't notice as you walked in suddenly falls to silence. The elemental turns for a moment, looks back toward them. It turns back, looks toward you. You see as its body starts crumbling piece by piece. It seems like the creature has maybe one round left in it before its body breaks apart. As the energy leaves the room and the scales fall silent, you all feel suddenly a coldness start to rush in. Fog starts to come from the potholes around the room. They start to fill very quickly. Carrick, what do you want to do? As a note, everything that was on the scales is now set to 0. They are laying as close to the floor as they can be. They no longer work.
Okay. Well, firstly, I'm still going to do another dodge as an action.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that, I'm going to do one other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Second wind.
Okay. As well with the Arcana check, though it wasn't too grand, you notice now that the scales have lost their power, a lot of the energy that was coming from them has dissipated. And though you don't have to take magic up, at the minute you feel as if the various schools of magic have been lost. And whatever that feeling is, you could plausibly connect with it again. That HP is not too bad. Total of 10. Is that you?
Yes, that would be me.
Okay. Then Brick is going to relatively stay in range. But he is going to also prepare. The Elemental is going to blip into the earth temporarily, but he's only going to move 5 feet as he rises up in front of all of you. As he moves through it, he does kind of erupt out, and because it's an illusion, he just goes straight through it. He does turn around for a moment, looks down toward it, confused, and then just kind of just begins swinging. It's going to go for a slam against. We'll do 1 to 4. Left to right is 1 to 4.
Between me and Soul or Carrick as well?
Oh, all of you.
4 of us, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Soul, no!
That's the first one.
Oh no! Oh,
This will be the second one. Carrick. So.
Did you see me and Sol?
This first attack will be at Sol, because that's how I rolled it. 18. You take 17 bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
Are you really?
I am. I have 30 total, and right now I have 14.
So as
Oh,
it
that's right. You have been taking damage from the blue thing.
Yes.
as it swings its fist forward, the last trickling parts of its body are thrown into the attack like scattering shards at you, and one stray shot hits very heavy against your forehead and you're knocked down into the dirt. This next attack is against you, Carrick. 23 and a 19, so 19 to hit.
Yep, but I have a thing. Reaction, baby!
Where's your sense of adventure? You dick. Suddenly, Woe wakes up again, and it's 10! No dicketry here, darling! So yeah, that obviously misses. As it swings its slam towards you, you've got your shield up. You see as its last strike goes for you, it throws literally every part of its body it has to the until the point where it becomes a thin line of strips of rock. And as it slams against you, you call on the power of the ring, and your form is shielded. Right, my dog is calling for me to let it out for a pee quick. I will. Long story short, the creature dissipates. You guys can have a talking moment. Be right back. Right, come on.
Talking moment.
I'm gonna make some popcorn then. Be right back.
Talking. I really
Not
want to
bad.
know what would happen if we would have done 10 on Woe now, though.
Yeah. I wonder about that as well, but
If Woe was 10,
be
I think
honest.
we all be Thanos.
to be honest, I reckon it would be a very negative effect, and it would probably be a constant damage.
It would have been increasing too. I imagine the higher it got on Woe, the more potent.
Considering the other side healed you.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Not
Woe
gonna
was
lie,
10,
I'm really glad I took shield.
Shield's a good
Right.
spell. It's so
I
good.
say take shield, but it was one of the things Lee was like, you can imbue an item with like a basic spell. I was like, I would like shield on a ring.
I was gonna say, I was wondering what was giving you shield.
Yeah, we all got like a nice little trinket each, didn't we? Or some form of specialty given to
Yeah,
us
that's-
before the session.
Yep, that's why I have my boots that I can just jump on things.
Yep, and I've got the ring.
Look at all of you with your magic spells and everything.
You got your katana. What are you on about?
I'm just a martial artist, not a magic man. This has been one of the funniest sessions in a long time.
This is just ridiculous. This is the most anti-combat combat I've ever been in. Like, it's just,
Charisma has been shit.
I'm quite happy. I feel like I'm doing my job well as the challenge.
Yeah, I roll in that one charisma. For just curiosity, I wanted to roll another one.
Yeah, it's not gonna lie. I've never played a full tank before. This is actually quite nice.
You really haven't had to tank too much damage in this fight, though.
No, I
Because
think the last time I took everything.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I've been able to use everything at my disposal very nicely for once. Because unlike the last fight, yeah, I took everything, well, every form of hit and damage, but unfortunately I didn't last long enough to actually use everything I had. Which this round I've been able to use it more efficiently. Like my fire rune and actually using my stone rune, which quite weirdly enough I didn't think I'd be using it in this session, but I thought,
Oh
you know,
no. Yeah. That stone rune's nice. That the charmed and incapacitated, that's strong.
yeah. I took those two first because I had other options today, but I was like, these two really speak to me. Plus, I love the passive on the stone rune because that's why I have dark vision. Because the stone rune gives me 120 feet of dark vision.
I kind of feel bad for Mosey in this fight though because he's pretty much pure DPS. And
Yeah.
so he was kind of hamstrung in this fight. Whereas druids are so they're support
tough.
classes.
Yeah, love you
I had
too.
tons to do.
Anyway, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, my dog was very frantic about getting outside, which usually means he actually wants to go outside for a toilet. Hello.
Mosey's making popcorn.
Mozzie's making popcorn, and Kirby's like, "Ooh, check you guys out with all your magic." And it's like, "Kirby, you have a katana," and he's like, "Well, I'm a martial artist." Don't you?
I can't do anything. I couldn't do anything in this fight.
You have a katana.
I mean, technically speaking, it was probably better that you didn't.
Exactly.
So,
Like, look at me, I'm pure DPS, but luckily I had some utility in the form of restraining and also putting things to a complete halt. So, you know.
I'm just running through all my support spells like I that I have available. I'm like, I can't repeat spells because I don't think it'll work if I just repeat the same thing over and over again.
I've literally been keeping aggro on the stone elemental while dodging everything.
Proper tank.
oh yes. Tank mentality.
Yeah, boy.
So,
Connor, are you going to take a level dip into another class? Or are you going pure Eldritch? Not Eldritch Knight, the Rune Knight fighter.
I'm thinking pure runic, but Lee did give me another point of an idea before I think we had the sections fully start. Which I'll
Barbarian.
actually, yeah, I'm thinking about it.
By the way, I know Mosey's not here, but so he doesn't have to make death saves. And it was my turn coming up anyway. Oh, max healing.
oh,
Oh, damn.
jeez. What's you good rolls? Seriously, like, maybe like 2 rolls you've done poorly, and even then, like, they're not.
I mean, there was that really abysmal stealth check, but
I mean, still,
sessions, you know.
it's just.
I will say I've not rolled poorly for healing at all. Every
Yeah.
time I've rolled healing, it's been 8, I think 8 or above.
Like, these last two, 11 and 12, like.
2 natural 20s on deck saves, though.
That was
Brag.
insane.
Yeah. So, when Mozzles gets back, I will reiterate anyway. But the elemental crumbles as it makes the final attack against Carrick. The long string of like stones that now comprise its body, one by one, starts to clatter to the ground. And before you lies what's left of the scales of Weal and Woe. As the scales do land, anything that you put in there, obviously, Varnex's quarterstaff, for example. Woo. 1 second. Hoi! Oh, long story short, he has an ability that gives him
That 12 HP is going
increased size. It's pretty nuts.
Gotcha.
The guy who's playing Halfil so turned him huge earlier. He was one size even bigger. It's mad. So anyway, quick reiteration. The elemental falls apart. It's gone. The fight's technically over. The scales have cracked open down the middle. They're not teetering left or right or anything, but the heads have completely dipped. They look as if they're whatever equivalent to dead that they can be. In the middle, there is a bright golden light shining. What do you guys want to do?
I'm walking over to said shining golden light.
Thing.
Rocks fall, everybody dies. The end.
Aw.
You know, there was talk about killing everybody, so make it a quick campaign. We can start again. It's fine.
We can start again.
Okay, so as you walk over, the center of it goes up to about 8-9 feet. Whatever is shimmering on the inside, you can't see exactly, but you can see the light beaming out from it. Do you climb in?
Oh, you can climb in.
There are some degree of protrusions coming off of it that look like parts of the scale that are splintering off, that you could climb up into it.
Can I stick my head in and see what's going on?
Mm-hmm. As you climb up and you look in, firstly, you find... I'm not going to tell you how much just yet until you guys actually start to do anything with it, but you find a decent amount of gold, silver and copper, as well as laying very gently on top of all of that. This, if it will let me share it, hold on. I might have to reload the page real quick. Just gonna reload the page real quick.
Robots in disguise.
You see this? Laying very gently on top.
Ooh.
I'm going to snatch that.
You
Not if I
got
snatch it
something
first.
that I need.
My head is literally
He's-
inside of this.
Yeah.
Misty step.
You don't know it's there. You can't see it.
I'm a mind reader. I can read his mind.
You can read his mind. You don't know what he's looking at, though.
Oh,
No.
So as you lean in and you kind of just looking around, with a deft hand, you snatch it very quickly and tuck it away. I will say, with disadvantage, everyone make a perception check, because at the minute, other than Carrick, actually, yeah, Carrick, you can do it natural. Carrick,
what am I doing?
everyone do a perception check with disadvantage except for Carrick.
Are they
I
trying to
have-
perceive? Are they trying
Mhm.
to perceive what I'm doing? Is that
Mhm.
what these are for?
To see if they can see you taking the orb.
Oh, I'm not hiding it.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
hiding it.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
just
sorry.
grabbing it.
I have
Yeah.
the high ground.
Okay.
But I am curious to see what would have happened if I would just roll sleight of hand. So I just want to see.
Ollie.
Mm.
You did
Yeah, no,
Ollie.
Yeah, I'm not hiding it anyway.
Okay. So as you
Okay, what's that?
grab it and pull it up and out, it shimmers with a bright golden light around most of its structure. There is a gentle blue light around where the runes are currently emanating. As you pick it up and hold on to it, we're going to a secrets.
Okay, cool. Secrets.
Death by rocks. Hi, there's no music in here, which is always a shame. But as you pick it up, you gaze into it for what feels like, for that moment, just a moment, you lose yourself into the back of your mind for a moment. And as you kind of take that moment, you're in between breaths in reality. But as you're in the back of your mind, you look around and you see this large blackened space. You feel as if you're floating. You look around, you can see your hands as they were. You can see all of your items still on you. And then you hear the sound of a water droplet hit the ground. And everything around you is like this ripple of water. You see a long bed of water that suddenly sprawls in every direction, and a wide open sky above you appears. There is no figure that appears, though you get a warm sensation, and you look into your hand and the image of that orb you just picked up appears in your palm. You feel an ever-increasing warmth as you look at it, and then you see an image of Sol appear standing on top of the water alongside you, also holding on to his orb, which has quite a few more intricate details than yours does. And as you're looking at the orb and you turn and look at the one that the Sol image is holding, you feel this sensation of connection between you. You just feel correct, you feel right, as if what you're doing now is the right path. And then, the large span of water around you, you see as this land mass starts to come from the distance towards you at a great speed. And for a moment there's this need to flinch, but you hold yourself from it, as the area around you becomes this vast junglescape. But there's the sound of cheers, of enjoyment, of happiness. You turn around, you look, Sol is no longer beside you. You look around and you see this large structure, similar to the earthen one that you saw originally, the Primal Gate. You see one that looks to be flowing with water from top down, and you see Sol and the others sat at a very long table. You get this sensation that I'll spare the over explanation of anything. You feel right now that Chloris is guiding you to your next destination, the goddess that speaks to you under normal circumstances. But that is your secrets for now, as you return to your senses. And I will drag you back, so I can tell Doggo is being very loud.
Yeah, you're good. She's just barking at people on the sidewalk.
And so, Rox. Hi.
Yep, did you die?
In a sense. I lived 1,000 lifetimes in an instant.
And now he's back, wiser than ever.
My wisdom has been permanently increased to 32.
Yes. He looks upon you mortals, and he sighs and weeps. So, as he looks back toward all of you, what are you all doing? As there is still a shimmer, not as powerful now that the orb has been taken out, but there is a shine. As well, as the orb is taken free, you see appearing as well on top of these scales 2 items. Where is it? One of which you see is what looks to be like a series of rocks and dirt that have been almost like fused together to form some kind of bodily armors of some kind. As well as what looks to be something akin to a whip, but it has a long strain of sharp rocks and shards that form its whip. As well as a combination of vines.
I'm gonna take the whip.
Okay. The whip is on Woe's scale and the armor is on Weal's.
Ah, okay, so we need to pick something.
I didn't say anything.
What does
Oh,
the
you-
armor actually look like? Does it look heavy or is it medium or light? Like, what is it?
Statistically, it looks medium
Okay. Yeah.
because it's hefty looking, but not unfathomably. Looks like some kind of chest piece.
Yeah, I just that's a big question.
They're not floating or anything, by the way. They just appeared in this kind of like bubble of energy and kind of crashed into the scales.
They're just there, no nothing.
Nothing's hovering around it. Everything that was on the scales, such as Varnix's quarterstaff, is still there. The 2 feathers are even still on Woe's scales, or wheels, whichever one you guys put it on.
We are.
Halper, do you have any more of that detecting magic thingy?
Give me a moment.
You can ignore that, but it's later visual anyway.
Oh no, it's back.
Comes to life!
Yeah, I'll take 10 minutes to ritual cast detect magic.
So as you spend the time to focus, you will go unhindered. Does anyone want to do anything in that time?
Yeah, it's gonna take me 10 minutes. So.
I'm gonna gently take the orb from Halper.
No, you're not.
Can I have the orb, Halper?
Are you gonna wait for me to finish the ritual, or are you gonna interrupt my ritual?
I'm going to say this before the ritual.
I look you up and down.
Did you say anything?
No, I'm thinking.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna take out my orb and say, I want to see if it helps me with this.
I just stare at you. I don't really seem to respond.
I have nowhere to run. Just give it to me while you do the thing. I'll give it back to you.
I'll roll something.
Mm-hmm.
This is for my own personal sake.
Hmm.
I will hand it to him.
Hmm.
But I won't start the ritual until I get it back.
Fine. Okay. Doesn't do anything in my hand.
As you hold it, you feel a similar feeling when you're holding when you're holding the pentacle.
Mhm.
And there is a similar pattern along it, very, very similar. You're not entirely too sure what it means, though, at the minute. Your pentacle you can read.
Mhm.
It's the most part of it, it's basically letters that are all along the pentacle, and they shift to tell you what you need to know. In the sake of this one, it doesn't say anything at the moment. And as you hold the two together, nothing happens exactly.
Okay. Then I'm going to hand it back to him.
Okay.
As
Again, we just had a lesson about how sharing is caring.
We did? I don't remember this.
With the scale.
Oh yeah. No, as he begins to hand it back to me, I'm gonna grab his wrist and pull him in close to me.
Mhm.
Unless you're resisting it, obviously.
I need an adult.
I need an adult.
I take that as consent.
I will whisper into your ear, "They're coming back, soul." converge with this world.
Who's
Get
coming
yourself
back?
ready. Do you still have your pentacore with you?
Yeah.
Like out?
Do you have the pentacle out?
Yeah.
I just look at the pentacore and look at the orb.
If only, Rachel, if only.
In time, I will tell you. And I'll just take the runic orb back from him and release him.
Hmm.
Okay.
As you take it back, after
How quietly do you say that?
whispering very gentle into his ear,
Mm.
the runic orb you have in your hands starts to change. What Sol knows as writing shifts into a pattern that specifically says joy. And as it says that, the orb
In
itself,
what language?
the language that only Sol knows, aka Hebrew.
Yeah.
As it says that word, the word itself is pointed toward you specifically so you can see it, though as you look at it you can't read it, of course, but Sol, you can, so if you tell them, that's up to you.
If he's going to tell me, I'm going to tell him.
Fair enough. Then you know that the word that is shown in front of you is joy. And as that word appears, the orb's runic colouring turns to a red, and you feel for a moment as your hand stiffens, it becomes rock hard and you can't move your fingers for a moment as the orb lays in place. You feel it slowly start to roll out of your palm, and then you feel the numbness disappear and you clutch it again very tightly. And that's that.
Mm.
What have you
I
watched?
still put it in a safe place
Hmm.
in a bag of mine. And then as far as the rest of that gold goes, I'm literally just going to put my hand in and just grab a fistful of coins and put it in my pocket.
Hmm.
Lee, you can tell me how many coins I grab, because that's all. I might just, whatever.
Roll a d4.
How much?
D4. That's not the specific amount of gold you get. Don't worry, it's not that bad. Okay. So let me just check the total real quick because I believe it's 155. You can get 35 gold pieces.
Okay.
70 silver pieces.
Dang, that's a lot for a fistful. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, baby.
Small coins.
And then you'll get the remainder of 25 copper pieces. Just like grab a bunch spill out over the side, but you manage to collect enough and just quickly like shove it in before it was spilling out. Is anyone else getting any? Is
He
anyone?
looks down and just says, "Oh, we claiming coins about a handful."
No. We're going to talk about it.
Carrot goes to put his hand down, and then you say no. And Carrot looks and just goes, "But that guy did."
Yeah, that guy is going to bring it back after he's done with his magic.
The good news is, I got way less in my share.
Yeah.
And Carrot just looks and just goes, "Okay, fine. I suppose we can share it."
I mean, you're big, you can literally take it from him. Let him do his thing, and then we'll do the divide everything.
Okay.
This was a team effort. This was a team effort. We'll split it evenly.
Mm-hmm. Even the bugbear?
He's currently looking between you all, very confused.
Carrot just looks and just goes, "Yeah, we're gonna give him some. He's been through fucking shit."
Yeah. I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
He just gives you a thumbs up too, but his raised eyebrow, like,
Yeah, he gets it.
Can you only understand Orcish? Does he not know Common?
Oh, he only understands part Orcish.
Mm-hmm. He knows Goblin and partial Orcish.
Very broken Orcish. But yeah,
Tyler,
I
maybe you
will.
should
I will
ask him.
start up.
Maybe
that
you should ask him if he
ritual.
wants some gold or anything.
So the real question is everyone dividing it up?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we counting or not counting Halfir?
Oh, I'm not putting it back. So you guys actually will get a bigger portion than you would have had we divided it by 4.
So firstly, it's 30 gold pieces for each of you. The silver will be a bitch to deal with, but 30 gold pieces for each of you, not counting Halfir, because he already took his chunk.
How much?
30.
30 gold pieces?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
God, I hate doing math because I never do it. If anything, I'll tally it up and I'll put it into your inventories later.
Okay.
So I can do the quick math right now while they're doing other stuff because
That-
I'm just casting the ritual. If you want me to.
That would be wonderful, yeah. The silver and copper pieces.
The remaining gold, if you split it 3 ways, you guys would be at 40.
Hmm.
And if you're splitting it 4 ways with the bugbear, then it'd be different, obviously.
Yeah, spare with the bugbear as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then
Oh, that's 40.
56 silver per, with 1 extra silver somewhere.
Fine. We'll give it to the bugbear.
And then there's-
piece.
And then there's an extra. Then there's 136 copper per with an extra piece.
So how much silver again, sorry?
56 per.
You got 56.
56. And copper was...
136.
136.
Okay. That's fine with them.
And gold, we said 30?
Yeah.
So yeah, they go.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna wait while I'm looking at the whip.
I'll give you a spoiler alert. Firstly, which is more important to you, like the whip or the armor?
Well,
Either
we'll
way,
find out at the end of
magic.
Detect Magic.
Yeah.
Okay, so assuming nothing like important anyway will be happening, as you all divvy up your gold and silver and copper, spell costs. As you look around, which one are you looking at first?
I'll look at the whip first.
Okay. The whip is not a magical weapon of any kind.
Okay. Just a normal whip with flavor stuff. Okay.
Hmm.
The armor then.
Same thing. However, there is a very faint glow at the center of the armor that, as you kind of look it over, it has a bit of enchantment peering off of it.
Okay. So I will relay whatever you all decide to do. The whip is mundane. The armor is mostly mundane, but there's something that has a bit of enchantment magic.
Oh. Well, what do you guys say? Do you need a new armor or something?
Can we tell what
Does
kind of
look-
enchantments?
Nope.
What did you say that the armor looks like? Is it heavy or medium?
It's medium.
Medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say we all have pretty decent ACs as it is right now. So I mean, I don't know what the Like, but you don't wear armor. You're a sorcerer.
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't even have that proficiency.
he literally has no
You know,
proficiencies.
You have no proficiency for
Nope.
it.
The only thing with that armor is there's like
I'll be
a
right back
very
quick.
slight enchantment type enchantment school magic on it, but I don't even really know what it does. The whip is completely mundane.
It's cool.
Well,
I just until we know what that enchantment on that armor is, I don't think any of us are gonna really want it, especially not our monk who doesn't completely negate his unarmored defense.
Yeah.
and how can we check what the enchantment is?
Identify.
Aha. You don't happen to have identify, do you?
It's not a valid. That's not an available spell for druids. No.
Identify. Wait, let's see.
Sorcerers can get it.
Artificer, bard, and wizard.
Sorcerers can't get identify? Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Time to take a level in artificer.
Someone put on and maybe see what's different.
Well, the sense of adventure. Huh? So, I think the potential is greater with the armor, so let's take the armor.
Yeah. Just gotta figure out what it does.
Well, we
The
can
whip
put
we
it-
can just the whip we can just go buy a whip if we really really want a whip.
I already have a whip.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
And
If it was enchanted or some shit, then it would be cool. But no,
But no, it could
the
have at least been
sorcerer
a.
can't have nice things.
If only if it were just a +1 whip, that would have been nice. But no, not even a +1 whip.
Nope, nothing. Okay, so we're taking the armor, I guess.
Who wants to actually take it?
Eric, you're the armor guy.
doesn't really do too much for me. Plus, I've got really good armor anyway.
We can just carry it for now. I'm frail and
I'm fine to carry. Yeah,
Kidding.
I'm fine to carry it. I just can't
Yeah.
wear it.
No one wants any of these items. Let's
You
just
can
think
always
to
sell it.
ourselves. Yeah, exactly. What looks the most valuable, we can sell it.
yeah, the armor. Probably.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
so
just
I
we want to know what it does before we sell it too. Though that's the thing. So we can, even if we don't need what it does, we can. If knowing what it does we can squeeze out a little more value from it. So we're gonna have to find someone who
Yeah,
can
let's just
identify that
take
armor.
it.
Okay. Who's carrying it? Carrick, are you carrying it, or you want me to carry it?
Yeah, Carrick will carry it.
Let's give the armor to the giant man.
Who soon
How
to
long-
not be giant.
Okay, how long does that last? Like what? 10 minutes? or
10
so?
minutes. By now, it's probably soon
Oh,
to be
yeah.
wearing off.
It would be gone because it takes me 10 minutes to just do my ritual.
Yep, it's going to be gone. So when Lee gets back, by the time we've done that and discussed what we're wanting, my giant form will be down.
By the way,
Eric begins to deflate.
I'm going to give you guys each 2 gold coins because I was intending on just like getting like 4 coins and then just being done. So take my money.
Okay.
Shut up and take my money.
Well, I'm not gonna object to that. So we said 2 gold coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Carrick sort of looks at it, so his Carrick's not going to say no to money. He's a young lad. He's going to take any money he can get while he can earn it. He's youthful, ambitious.
Yeah, I was thinking I was gonna get at max like 12 of various different like 12 total coins of varying types, but no. Apparently these coins are tiny.
Who's the youngest of the party? I'm curious.
Of the party?
Yeah.
My guy is 83.
83.
Yeah, he's half elf.
Damn.
So he's about halfway through his life or so.
Oh. Hold on. I'm here. Yo, Mr. Indiana Jones, how old are you?
What? Who's going on? What?
Wouldn't you like
Oh,
to know?
Yes, I would.
Oh, okay.
Right, so
Oh,
the
Jesus
dog would also like to
Christ.
know.
Benton!
Well, the dog can keep wandering then.
Your
Mm.
secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you're doing the thing that you should.
Yes.
Shut up.
Whoa.
and take my money.
No, my dog's at it.
Oh.
Church.
Um,
Yeah,
do we want to pick up next week at this point?
can do.
Yeah.
But the decision we've made is we're picking up the armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, surprise, surprise. You do get both.
Oh.
Oh.
Can I get
Okay.
a whip? Just because it's cool.
Uh huh.
This is both. Lizzie's now like, can I have it?
Yay.
So add the Rocky Lash to your inventory. Is anyone
Yeah.
taking? Who's taking the armor?
I'll take the armor
Here.
on me.
Eric's carrying it.
I won't wear it though.
So put the Rocky Protrusion armor in your inventory as just a casual thing.
Okay.
Well then.
I got it. I gotta hop off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I will see you guys next time.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye, friends. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.